What would you do if the suture thread broke off the needle while you were putting in the last stitch in a 10-hour-long operation? This is a common issue, especially when suturing thick skin. It leads to wastage of the thread, but what's worse is we have to repeat the whole process of suturing all over again. You can sometimes use bend knots to attach the two ends, but this is not always practical. The good news is hypodermic needles have the power to save us in these unfortunate emergencies. The simplest way of using a hypodermic needle as a suture needle is by removing the shaft from the hub, curving it, and passing it through the skin, then threading the broken end of suture through the needle. Now just remove the needle and tie a surgeon's knot. If the suture needle breaks off during a continuous suture pattern, instead of taking out all the stitches and starting from scratch, thread the broken end of suture through the blunt end of a hypodermic needle. Crimp it and do a tug test to make sure it's holding on tight. Then bend the needle so that it's easier to pass through the flaps of skin. And without further ado, you are ready to continue suturing. Knowing how to make these DIY swaged suture needles can also be useful in situations where other options are not available, like in emergencies or if there's not enough funding.